Hey, what's going on, everybody? Josh Cathcart here with Hitting Done Right. For this next discussion video, I'm going to briefly talk about the stance. Is it important? How should you do it? Okay, what determines what our stance is? Get these questions all the time. Hope to answer them here, help y'all out with some understanding. Before I get into it, please like and subscribe to the channel. Head on over to my website if you are interested in my online services, analysis, practice plans, merchandise. Okay, that's www.hittingdoneright.com. I'd appreciate it. All right, y'all, let's talk batting stance. Okay, we see all different types of stances. Okay, you go out to a little league park, you go out to a travel ball tournament, you turn on college baseball, you turn on big league baseball, and you are going to see dudes and ladies stand all types of ways. Okay, therefore, you should go without saying, there is not one way to stand. Before we get loaded, people are going to do it for comfort. Okay, and then also body type and athleticism. All right, one of the things that I do like to start with the young players is I just want them to be comfortable. For most players, that is slightly wider than shoulder width and the hands somewhere close to the shoulders. Okay, this is just pretty standard. Okay, standard batting stance. Okay, feet a little bit wider than shoulder width, hands here. Now, when we start getting the guys and girls that get much wider, all right, when I start getting into this, I'm basically into a no stride position, meaning I'm not going to take a big step. There's usually not a big load move. A lot of players that are wide like this are already preset down into their hip, and it may be a pickup put down. It may be a really baby step, okay? If you get people that are really narrow, okay, maybe a little more upright, you're gonna see probably a bigger move into that hip coil, and then obviously a longer stride to get out to launch. But all in all, the stance does not matter. It needs to be consistent, it needs to be comfortable, and it needs to be set up where we can move well. Okay, one of the biggest issues I see with the young players is they have been told to get their feet wide. So they get out here, but then they're told to load back. Okay, again, I'm not a fan of loading back. I prefer coil or load down, but they get wide and then are told to load back, and so we get a bunch of people that are pushing. They start pushing off of that front foot instead of loading into the hip and just kind of letting that front foot do what it does. Okay, so we got to be careful with that. We can't just tell them all to get wide and then load without proper instruction. The wider you are, the less back or down you're probably going to have because you're already low. The more narrow you are, probably bigger move into the hip, striding into launch. All right, so don't cookie cut the stance, but make sure your players are comfortable and that they can function. And by function, I mean getting into the load phase and from the load phase into the launch phase properly and consistently, okay? If you have other questions on this, reach out to me, okay? This is one of those I get all the time. Hey, how should my son or daughter set up in the box? Hey, is this stance all right? Okay, what should the stance look like? There's not one answer. I can generally look at some swings and give some ideas if it looks like the stance is awkward, if the stance looks like something that is causing a problem getting into those proper hitting positions. All right, so I hope that helps. Until next time, y'all be good.